Hello, people of the internet. Well, I got a slight problem. I have a cousin of mine that married a guy like me and has RC cars, and recently he got into crawling his RC crawlers. As you know, I've spent many hours making crawlers into monster trucks, but he found an indoor crawler course and has yet to start an outdoor crawler course at his home, but he's into it full, 2 feet in, marching on. Way to go, Ed. So I have gone with him on a few occasions and brought the crawlers that I do have, but recently purchased the REDCAT Ascent APEX 18. These are the ones I usually bring with. There's a AX24 that's kind of hopped up with some updated axles, tires. It's got stock motor in it because I tried a brushless system and it kept getting really hot. Um, I also use Marty McFly's HPI Toyota Venture, which actually crawls the best out of all of these. However, the Punisher back there is a CR18P 2-speed crawler, and it does have its capabilities too because it has a higher ground clearance and smaller body than the Toyota. That being said, I like that one enough to decide I should get the Apex. It is very wide. It has all kinds of good things in it, including a 3S battery um, and brushless motor. So, without further ado, let's uh, let's do an unboxing. Don't look at the price tag. I'm sure I got it on some sort of clearance, or I had a coupon. It's been a while. They come in black and red, and honestly forgot which color I got. I do need 4 AA batteries. I'll steal those from something else. Ah, I got the, oh, not black, dark metallic gray, as opposed to the metallic red. So there you have it. The black Apex 18. So let's see how it comes out of the box. It looks dope. I like the big tires. I had some plans for it. They've kind of fallen through. Nothing left in the box there. If you're doing an unboxing video, make sure you have everything ready and handy, or open it up previously to starting so that you can take it out of the box without fumbling for scissors or a knife. So while you stare at the Apex 18, I'm going to pull out what you get. You get a bed that, I don't know, I kind of like it without the bed because I don't have anything with the bed, but I kind of like it with the bed too. So I may figure out a way to have both. 3S LiPo charger, so that would be my first USB version of that does 3S. I have, I wouldn't say millions of them, but drawers full of SEX24 chargers, TRX4M and MT chargers, because this is not just a hobby, it is an obsession. Alright, so I'm holding the radio in my hand. It's not bad. It's a REDCAT. It's got a bunch of doohickeys for trim and steering. I don't see a power up and down, but I do see a bind button and throttle and steering reverse. It has some sort of LED button and channel 3 and a channel 4 with a center, which could come in handy for rear wheel steering if I were to put a front axle in the back, which is kind of what I was trying to do. My plan was to change the body to something Ford instead of whatever that is, with the same style, but also to make a better version of the AX24 and put a front axle in the back. Whether that happens or not, I don't know. So these are portal axles. These are oil-filled shocks. Servo on axle for steering. Let's break open the bed. Take a look at that. I know you really want to see it like that because this is your first unboxing video of the Apex 18. You're late to the party. Welcome to being late to the party. It does come with some extra plastic doohickeys. I don't know exactly what all that is, but extra stuff is always good to see. And then the fancy REDCAT body that I thought it just went on there, but I really have no clue. Bear with me for a moment. Actually, it looks like it has a couple of body pins that would slide right onto it. I don't know. No clue at the moment how that works. I'm sure directions are in the box, in the manual that came with the charger. That's always good to see. Unplug battery after each use. It's one of those ones that maybe drains the battery down when you're not paying attention and you can never get it back. But I don't know. I kind of like the pinched body design, but being a Ford guy, I did look up and see if someone made a F-150 version of a pinched body for this. Those are some hefty tires in comparison to the CR18. It's about the same. The crawling course that we go to has a pass-through from one portion to the other. This barely fits. This will not fit. It's just that little bit too wide. In fact, some of the bridges, this likes to drive up the side of the bridge to get to where it's going. But that being said, that's not the only place I crawl. I tend to use my crawlers that are crawlers mostly on a pile of shoes sitting in the middle of the living room, or not much of a manual in this thing. Gee, it's one page. That doesn't make me happy. This just shows you how to do RC. Has some settings for radio adjustments on here, but interestingly enough, no information as to how to put the bed on. You know, the rear bed. That's disappointing. This is that body pin that I saw earlier. It's about the longest body pin I've ever seen since the REDCAT. Oh, what was that called? I have one sitting around here, but there was a A long time ago, there was a REDCAT motor on axle deal that I bought to try to make into a monster truck. But there's your body posts. There's your warning, do not leave it plugged in, all that fine print. There's your radio. This is your ESC with a battery with matches, PH2 connection, 4S tiny little battery sitting on the skid plate. Lots of clearance on there. It's not angled at all. And then a REDCAT servo up front. Hopefully it gets enough power from the stock radio to do its job. But let's pull some batteries out and see what we got. Alright, so you know how batteries go in, right? You've seen this before? You put them in there. What the hell is this though? Seriously. Put a comment in the description if you know what that's for. Doesn't hold extra batteries. I was hoping it, honestly, what would be cool is if that was for an extra battery and had a plug-in to power your remote. So all you needed was the car battery times 2, or I'd even take a small LiPo battery plug-in that would fit up in there. Again, if you have any idea what that's for, everyone knows what these are, let me know. I did not notice that before. There's the blinding red light that says it has power. This is not charged, but let's give it a shot and see what kind of voltage it has from the factory. Maybe I'll even be able to get the body back on. Make sure the colors line up when you're doing this. You don't want to put that in backwards, but it should be a D. Power button here. Beeping is good, as long as it stops. Caught the piece there, and the little nipples for the body post to slide in goes there. So let's see what we got here. We got some good steering angle. Imagine that if it had 4-wheel steering. That'd be quite interesting. It's alive! It's alive! That's as fast as it goes. What? Just kidding. That is me trying to go slow. Let's try to crawl something. What I should do is get my crush cars out. Whoop, let's bounce the camera. Sorry about that. I was gonna grab crush cars. Seeing how they're right here. Don't you love brand new tires that are nice and grippy? You know I just want to put some monster truck tires on here, don't you? There goes a viper. I was about to roll off the desk. Let's get it off the desk. What's the worst can happen? We'll fall in the trash can or miss the trash can. Goodbye, white viper. Missed. So imagine, if you will. By the way, BKTs are on sale at, if you just need the tire, I think they're like $3. I don't know why they're getting rid of the tires. Are they not making them anymore? But you know you gotta try that, right? So that one's the right one. It's only a little bit bigger. That works, right? So I try to steer, and then it's going to turn fine this way, but coming back it will not exactly fit in there. So the radio has thumb capabilities, but look, why is it sticking out the other way? Right? Shouldn't it be angled the opposite way? Weird radio. I guess I gotta Google RTX 4C radio system and try to figure out what's supposed to go in there and what I have. There's no lights. Oh, there's no lights. Well, imagine that. Yeah, I'm clueless. No idea it had a flashlight built into it. Would have been good when you lose power. Nothing happens when you do channel 4, and I do believe there is a channel 3 yet. But I don't know. These are a 12 mil hex. I don't know what the REDCAT comes with. It might only be 7. So if that being the case, you'd have to pull out. That's the wrong one too. A 7 mil hex from a TRX4 MT, which is also discontinued. That's why you buy them when you see them and you like them and you do stuff with. How did I grab 2 of the wrong ones again? Gotta get it the right way. Don't want to put it on the wrong way for the V-tread design. There you have it, people. What do you think? Know what it kind of looks like? The first monster truck to put 66 on it, which would be Mud Rat. Not a crawler, a mud truck. If you know what that is. But that being said, I do have Bigfoot on my head and always available in the back of my mind. But there you have it, people. The REDCAT Apex 18. I'm only calling that Ascent Apex 18 because I believe there is a 1/10 scale version of this that if you're into crawlers, you probably should get that. That's something that apparently is really good out of the box, just like this is supposed to be for the smaller scale. So if you like what you see, click the like and subscribe. And if you've made it this far and you know any of the questions I asked about this weird radio, put a comment. I don't always like reading them, but I do read them. And I comment on the positive ones. If you tell me something negative, I may not even like your post because I've gotten a lot of comments lately that come up that way. But if you like what you see, click the like and subscribe button and ring the bell to see when more stuff like this comes out on my channel. Have a nice day and keep on monster trucking.